Wolf. We're going to do something a little different this time because, quite frankly, I got really drunk during the last set, and I don't want to do that again. I feel like it's going to be detrimental to the longevity of my liver. So we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to start a batch that we're going to call the 5 bottles that you need. Those 5 bottles are your cheap mixer, your daily drinker, your weekend warrior, your happy birthday, and your fancy party. So of course we're going to start with your cheap mixer because that's number 1, and this is video number 1. Anyway, when you're using a mixer for generic mixed beverages that have multiple flavors, you're not really going to need anything too high class or high quality because you're not going to get as much of the flavor profile. You're not going to taste as much of the actual whiskey itself so much as you're just using it for the alcohol and slight whiskey taste. But you don't want to, I personally, I don't want to go with like the $6 bottle of Rot Gut because, again, I like being happy. So when it comes to cheap mixers, I prefer Evan Williams Black Label. It's decently cheap. I believe this was, I think, $7 for a small bag. It was on sale, so it's probably regular 10. I really don't remember. But it is an 86 proof straight bourbon whiskey. And, you know, for the sake of the show, I don't really differentiate between the two because I don't care. So yeah. Anyway, something about this one is it is cheap, so you're not going to feel bad about wasting it on mixed drinks where you don't get all the fancy blah blah blah. But also it's decent enough that you can drink it straight. Like if you just wanted to sit there and sip on it, you could. If you just wanted to sit there and sip on it with some Coke, you could. We're gonna do something fancy. I know that the whole gimmick of this is that it's not fancy, but it's what we're gonna do. Grab you a glass. You're gonna put some ice in that glass. Oh wait. Put me some ice, because I like ice. You can also do this in a shaker, but I really don't feel like it right now because this is your cheap drink, so I don't want to get real fancy. I will use my handy dandy cup of measure though. And again, going with the whole, I got really drunk last time, I'm going to make these drinks a little bit smaller. So, we go, behave, I've still got more of these to do. Anyway, got that. Then you're going to need some lemon juice, some orange juice, and some grenadine. All of a sudden I feel terribly unprepared and I'm not sure why. Anyway, so you mix this. It's usually 2 ounces, half ounce, and a splash. So I'm just kind of eyeballing these quarter measures. Because again, I'm not really too interested in perfection right now because the whole point of this drink in particular would be you're having this at a party, so nobody really cares if it's perfect. They just want to get drunk, and if it tastes good, that's a bonus. And just a little splash of grenadine. Change the color up a little bit. Now I feel bad because I put so much ice in it because I'm so used to making a big drink. And then you would stir it up, and turns this nice little pink lemonade color. So I mean, technically, I guess if you wanted to, if you made this with a Tennessee whiskey, you would call it Tennessee pink lemonade, but you wouldn't in this case. This is actually a play on a drink called water moccasin, which is usually made with rye whiskey. But I use Williams instead. So anyway, whatever you mix it with, other options, I should have done this at the beginning, which I really intended to, but again, I feel really unprepared, but we're going with it anyway. Other options would be like your Heaven Hills, your bottom shelf stuff that you've never heard of and you're pretty sure that you're gonna die if you drink it. Brown battery acid, stuff like that. Those are options also. I feel like a little bit less of a rot gut alcoholic if I'm drinking that. But whatever you mix it with, mix it up, stir it up, just drink it. Good shit. Anyway,